What up, everybody? What up, world? Welcome, welcome to episode 36. Episode 36. Listen, we're close. We're 10 days away from our anniversary episode, our year-long anniversary episode. Um, and you know what? I would have, to be completely honest and transparent, I probably would have expected a few more episodes, but to get to 36, and by the time we get to August the 14th, I think we'll be at 40, which was my goal. But listen, none of this, absolutely none of this happens without you, the viewers, the listeners, the fans, the people who check me out. The people who come and see this after the fact, the people who get on and listen to it now, cannot say thank you enough. I owe everything. This podcast owes everything to you for you keeping me sane, keeping me going, encouraging me. Those that do. It's an absolute pleasure and honor to get to continue to do this. And amazing to think that we're approaching a year long, a year of grinding, work, tears, you name it. It's really been something to get to do this. So thank you to y'all. But episode 36, to be legendary. Looking forward to hopefully here in the near moments, having former Ole Miss standout defensive back and legendary training personal trainer and founder Derrick Jones will be joining us shortly. Thank you, Puerto Rico, to be here. May even have a few more surprises for y'all. Very excited, very excited about the chance to get to come on here and run my mouth once more. Look at dude. Look at dude.
I told you, man. I come prepared today. I'm coming to talk some mess today.
Okay, good.
Oh, hold on. I gotta do one thing, man. I gotta show what it says up front.
All right, so before we get started, there he is. Look, I'm gonna apologize now because look, bro, we're based in. Well, so I'm in Baton Rouge now, and I'm from Little Rock, based in Arkansas. The angry Puerto Rican aunt also in Arkansas. So some good times and some bad times against your Ole Miss Rebels, bro. We it's gonna be a good combo, man. We're looking forward to it, man. And let me say, man, I appreciate because this is the thing, man. This man don't know me from a can of paint. I saw one of his, I think, like sponsored something and said, "Hey, man, you want to come on and talk?" And he not only did not hesitate, but was happy to get the opportunity to jump on here and talk.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. So, Derrick, man, welcome to the Fanatic Sports Talk, man. We appreciate having you.
A pleasure, absolute pleasure to have you here with us, bro. I know he got a little bit in the background, but look, man. So before we get started, I want you to tell me. I want you to tell us about Legendary Training and the work you're doing with Legendary Training as the founder and lead personal trainer.
Yeah, it's a personal training and also athletic training thing that I do in my hometown and surrounding areas around where I'm at in Mississippi. I really try to
Okay.
go anywhere in Mississippi they want me to go if I can get there. But
Okay. Now you're in what part of Mississippi you in?
I'm in a town called Eupora, Mississippi. It's close to Starkville. If they know where Mississippi State University is,
Yep.
I'm maybe 15 minutes from that campus.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Oh, it's okay. That's
I
why you went to Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's why I went to Ole Miss, man. It's all good. I had to get from over here.
Well, look, bro. We. It's a pleasure to have you on. We're looking forward to it. Now, I'm gonna tell you outright. Now, I'm wholesome, but the angry Puerto Rican over there, he gonna cut up with you because we we we've been looking forward to having you on for a little bit, man. So we gonna mess with you, but we happy to have you here.
I
Man,
appreciate
so
y'all.
nah, man, it's just gonna be fun, man. We yo, just
yeah,
like
we
kicking it, we chilling. That's all it is, man. That's pretty much what it is, man.
yeah.
Um,
So
so
so so
hold on,
out the
I got my
gate
first question.
before we do anything, we got to start. This is new character on the podcast. It's season 2, so we starting with a bash. But before we do so, like right above your head, it says LYFO. Let your fan out. So the whole reason that I call this the Fanatic Sports Podcast is because I'm a crazy fan. Ant's a crazy fan. As a player, I know you have met more than enough crazy people for and against you in your time playing. But we love that story. We love how you can get involved and really put your soul in behind something bigger than yourself. So for us, man, before we start anything, we gotta have your fan story, man. If you don't have a favorite team, then just tell us. You can even tell us how you ended your recruiting process getting to Ole Miss and your decision to go there over other schools.
For me, as far as the recruitment process, I always been Mississippi through and through. So I was gonna play in Mississippi regardless of what school it would be in, whether it was Southern Miss, Mississippi State, or Ole Miss. It was all for me about what fit best for me. So
Gotcha.
I visited all three schools, did official visit at all three, and sure, Ole Miss had the biggest party. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Ole Miss had the biggest party, man. They went crazy when I went up there, man. So that's why I ended up at.
So to back up his point, and top 25 party school in the country for the last 2 decades. Ole Miss is in the. As a matter of fact, I think they top 10. They've
For
been at,
sure.
like literally when they have a good time. Them country boys know how to have a good time over there at Mississippi. And
Yes, sir.
Man, I can only imagine. I can only
Hey,
imagine because man, the like when I first moved here, Fayetteville, I was just like, whoa, this is different. It's so new. Like, being from New York and I'm used to that, but then you come out from the to the South and you're just like, it's a college town.
yeah,
The
this football right
SEC
here, this
team.
football now.
Yeah, I
hey,
was like,
just
this is really where it's at now.
Yeah.
Hey, so D, he gonna remind you maybe 53 times in the next 40 minutes, but Ant's from New York, and so he is city slicker. So he is transplanted down here in the South. He wasn't he this was a new experience for him. Uh,
Gotcha.
Uh,
so now, do you have any favorite teams? Football, basketball, any other
Um,
sports? Any favorite
my
teams?
favorite college team will always be Ole Miss. I don't care if it's baseball, softball, soccer, tennis. I'm rooting for Ole Miss. As far as professional, I don't really have a favorite team, but my favorite athlete to watch is LeBron James.
Okay, okay, yeah, man. And look, I'm gonna tell you something about
Damn,
LeBron.
I'm sorry again.
But this is the thing. All right, so I'm gonna tell you something about LeBron, and we're gonna move because I got a few questions, and I know Ant do too.
Okay.
The thing about LeBron is the way he maneuvers through social media, right? Like for better or worse, and the internet has called him on some fraudulent stuff over the years. But at the end of the day, what he does, the way he handles it, you think about like a Michael Jordan or some of the other players in the late '80s and '90s, the way they would have had to handle the things they were doing and the stuff they were going through. If you had the 24-hour podcast, like man, I don't think we see the same pure angel that some of these stories, the way they the things that I've heard, the people I've talked to, man, if you on social media, if you catch somebody that's got a phone in their hand and they showing you, they taking video of you doing some of the crazy stuff these people were doing, man, the
It'd have
internet
been
would
a
go
totally
bananas in
different
days.
narrative.
The internet would go bananas for real. So Ant, now you got a question, and I'll give you first go at the question.
Hey, yo, where does your love for football come from?
Okay.
Man, so you already know how it is in the South.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
probably started playing football when I was Six may have been my first year playing full pad football. So
Okay,
the
man.
love just kind of grew on me from just doing it over and over. My dad just forcing me to play. So I was gonna have to be out there anyway. So I might as well start to love
You better get in it. I like
it.
that. I like it. So now, did you play any other positions besides D back?
Yeah, I played. I started out playing quarterback. I played
Okay.
quarterback all the way up to my ninth grade year. Then I went from like 5'11" to 6'3". Then I got moved to wide receiver. And I played wide receiver and cornerback 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So I always play offensive defense all the way until I got to the NFL.
Man,
Okay.
I was watching some
Okay.
of your highlights, man, bro. You was a dog.
I
You was a
had to
dog.
try to go out there and do what I had to do, man.
You was a dog, man. I sat there because when he called me, he was like, "Yo, you ready?" And I totally forgot about today, like, cause I just took on this, this. I'm taking on a new role at work, so you know what I mean. It's, things are a little bit more hectic now, but I totally had forgot about it. So I sat there and started looking at your highlights. I was like, "Yo, man, this dude can hit." Like, and the fact that you had those long arms, bro, you can deflect passes,
Yeah.
things like that. I was
Yeah.
like, man, this dude, oh wow, I was genuinely impressed. Like,
Man,
I
I
was like, man,
appreciate that,
I
man.
ain't taking a hit from him.
Yeah, man. I try to deliver when I get there, man.
You know,
Did you play? Did you have
but
any matchups that you liked the best? D, high school or college? Any matchups you liked the best?
My favorite college matchup was Odell in college. My freshman year, I got to
Ooh.
guard Mike Evans as a freshman. Like
Oh wow.
challenges like that. That's what
Yeah.
got me to to the league is guarding people like that early, like fresh out of high school. So I'm thankful for them battles. After that, after my freshman year though, I went back to wide receiver. So I never really just got to stay a full year at the position until my senior year.
Okay.
So
Okay. And
my
did,
senior
did
year
you
was
did was there one you liked? Which side of the ball you liked better? I know you played both.
definitely defensive back because I control when I get the ball. Like at wide
Yeah.
receiver, I gotta wait to coach
You
call
make
the
know
play.
somebody.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I can determine everything I do every snap. So I'm definitely all for the DB.
Yeah.
you mentioned playing DB and wide receiver and things like that, and also being in the NFL. Can you talk about your emotion of what it's like being drafted by an NFL team?
Oh man, it's it's so much going through your head at that time. For me, I had my son, so it was super emotional for me because I was like, I'm happy he ain't got to do what I had to do, like go through some of the stuff that I went through, and but looking back, when you look back after you go through it, you realize you in a house full of people who really don't even care. That's the
Wow.
crazy part.
That's wild.
Wow.
That's
That's
the
a
crazy
that's a
part,
crazy
bro.
thought. And then like after all the pomp and circumstance to get drafted, the work, and the time. So talk to me a little bit about because one of the things I like about defensive backs is this ego thing. Um, I play offensive tackle, and so we kind of in the same boat. If they're calling your name, then 9 times out of 10, it's really not a good thing, right? And I mean, you're gonna break up some passes. You're gonna be in coverage when they make them overthrow things of that nature. But at the end of the day, like especially for me as a tackle, I know if you stay in Joe Mitchell, man, something ain't going right. That means Joe Mitchell getting his butt beat. You know what I mean? Derrick Jones is getting beat on the defensive backside. You know what I mean? Like that's normally what that means 9 times out of 10. Talk a
Hmm.
little bit about how that ego you need, that confidence at cornerback to go against, especially when you got Odell. So look, it sounds like they were putting you with your length. They were putting you on the best, on the number one. With Mike
Hmm.
Evans and Odell and those kinds of guys. Talk a little bit about that confidence you needed to play on the island out there like that.
I always tell the guys like that I train in my session like to play DB or guys that I'm teaching or coaching. I always tell them at this position, you never can get too high and you never can get too low. You got to find your
Okay.
medium. and find your balance to where you can play at a high level and try to stay there. No matter if you make a play or if you don't make the play, you want to try to. It's okay to have a spurt right there, but you need to get back to that center where you lock in for the majority of the night because we playing backwards. We playing backwards. You can't be too excited. You got to be at a level to where you can be calm and bro and make these plays. Cause you get too tight, too hyped up or too low. It's ball game.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
ball
that's a
game.
fact. That's a fact, and it get in your head, man. The mental portion of the game is so important. It's crazy to think, man. I've seen injuries with people, and sometimes, a lot of times, it wasn't even the physical portion that was the problem. It became the mental,
Uh,
trusting your knees again, trusting your whatever ligaments again. So it's a lot to that mental aspect of it.
for sure.
After playing in New York, talk a little bit about your time in New York. I know you were there like 2 or 3 years or something like that, right?
I was in New York for 3 years. It was different for sure. It was different for sure because I always been in Mississippi. I was in Mississippi my whole life. Then I went straight to New York, so it was definitely a culture shock for sure.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I
man.
was about to say that. I'm like, it had to be a culture shock. It was like complete opposite for me. For you going up there, it's complete opposite. It's so fast,
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything.
and they
I'm
never
like,
sleep.
Like
these people
literally,
don't
they
get
never sleep,
tired, dude.
man. At all. Like I was. So I went to visit New York a couple years ago, and what threw me was like I landed at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. Got to ride the bus out to wherever to North I was going, ride it back. Man, it don't matter what time of night. 10 at night, 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, bro. Like you hear them horns is blowing back and forth. People on. I was just amazed that like
That's
literally they say it
crazy,
never
bro.
sleep, but never sleep. Any good or bad experiences from New York that you think of?
I had all good experiences though. I didn't really have no bad experiences.
That's good. That's good.
I had some teammates who got robbed, nightclubs, stuff like that. But like I never had no bad experiences, man. All my experiences were good.
Man, I
You
love
know,
that.
you
Listen,
say you went to being in New York. I know you had to at least try some good pizza.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I ate.
you already know that the pizza is so different out there, man. Like, will you explain to the people right now what like your favorite food that you enjoyed in New York?
Probably was the pizza. It was either the pizza or either the it was an Italian spot, man. They used to make like some kind of like is it gyro or no, I tell you what,
yeah, the
it was
euros. Yeah, the euros is hard.
yeah, it was a what they used to call it, bro. Jamaican. It's a Jamaican, the what they
You talking
call
about a beef patty?
the
Beef
oxtail.
patty with
The
The
cheese?
oxtail.
oxtails. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Oh, and the
oxtails.
oxtail?
if I wasn't getting them right there, I probably eating that piece. That's two of the best things I had over there.
Look, man, when I landed, I was starving. And I finally get everything tight and head on. I land in Queens in LaGuardia, and so I get off the bus to head over to the next like train station. I stopped and got this Indian food, some curry shrimp. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
man! Like New York got there's some spots up there, bro. There's some spots up there. Um, but man, listen. So I know we're going through. We're going through. After your time in New York, I saw you had won a couple rings. Man. Talk a little bit about playing in the league. Did we lose him? Oh goodness, we lost him. You know what? I meant to load up my. There you go. He's back.
All right, my
We got
bad,
you
man. I
back.
don't know.
No,
Okay,
no worries. We
my,
got you
my
back.
bad about that.
So
Oh, you good? You good?
we we saw had won a couple rings playing in some different leagues, man. Talk about those championship runs that you had.
Man, I just came off one. I was in Albany, New York. man, with the
Okay.
Firebirds in the Arena Football League, and
Yeah.
we actually went 12-0. We had the first undefeated season in the
What?
league history. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, it was
Congratulations,
pretty
man.
sweet. I appreciate that.
Congrats. Yeah, man. That's huge, man. So now you going both ways there as
No,
well?
I just played defensive back there too.
Just D back. Okay. All
Mhm.
right. So now in college you go both ways. You were telling us.
Yeah,
So right now, obviously, all the craze right now is with Travis Hunter going both ways, and his coach is so adamant. He actually just announced it like in a just now before we came on air, talking about believing that Travis Hunter could very well be both sides defensive rookie of the year, both as a cornerback and as a wide receiver. Talk about your time at Ole Miss when you were doing both. What is that? Kind of paint a picture for us of what that looks like, being on both sides of the ball.
man, I'm definitely gonna tell you it's not an easy task, and he's doing it in the NFL, so it's definitely not an easy task, man. He gonna have to learn two different playbooks, and he gonna have to learn
Yeah,
he gonna have to be on point with two different signal callers. Like this
man.
is just a ball game, man.
I
Like
just what I think people fail to realize. You don't just walk out, and you'll see it right. Like the ball will go from punt return to whatever, and
mhm.
then he go from offense to defense like that, or defense to offense like that. But I mean that's double the meetings for you. That's double the time with meeting both, like you said, with both signal callers. I mean that's a heavy responsibility, and coming
That's a
for a
task,
young
man.
man.
That's a
And look,
task.
everybody has said, a lot of people inside the Jaguars organization are very adamant that they believe that he can, make be able to do both, and I believe he can too. But
I
man,
believe you
that's a
can
lot of
do it,
work.
man.
I think
Man.
you know. So when I look at Travis Hunter and I look at him and look at what he's done, because he's been doing this since he was a child, since a
It's
kid.
nothing new.
So it's like it's easy,
hmm
but you know at a certain age, that's when your body kind of hits. You know what I mean? You kind of hit
Yeah,
that wall. I would
yeah,
rather see
yeah.
him as a DB later on in his career than a wide receiver.
I can see that.
Mm.
I like that. I agree with that. I agree with him doing both sides for 2 3 years. I mean, cause he young, but once he
Yeah.
get to 25, 26, I like to see him be like a DB.
Let me
Yo,
play
so
devil's advocate then. So I would say I'd rather see him at wide receiver. To me, it feels like, and look, you've done it at the highest level. You can tell me, you can always correct this. But to me, I feel like speed has such a great effect for defensive backs. Whereas wide receivers, a lot of times, even if you lose once, because once you get older, and God forbid any injuries or just anything with his body, especially going both ways for so long, that number of snaps. Um, as a wide receiver, a lot of that's not always necessarily about straight line speed or the ability to run by people. It's about the ability to get open. And so I feel like he would have more longevity from the wide receiver standpoint. So me, I would prefer to see him as a wide receiver long term than I would a corner. But
I
honestly, I
like
think if
that.
he could play wide receiver a long time, he'll be able to do both. I think for a good amount of time.
I
Uh,
like
so
that.
so D
I like that. I'll
D
take that.
D, tell us a little bit about and this is the main reason we want to bring you on because I'm in Baton Rouge. I got a lot of people. I actually just sent this to some of
he's
my
really an
church members
LSU
that are
fan.
just like,
Don't let him lie to you.
calm down.
Don't let it.
what
Yo, hey,
what is
Derrick, I'm
that?
being serious. Don't let him
What
lie
is
to you,
that?
man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Where the
Yeah, LSU
LSU
So
hat?
fan.
so look, man. Tell us a little bit about legendary training, how you started in the personal training field, and some of the things that you're focusing on now.
Oh man, I focus on any age group, anybody build, any person who want to get in shape to try to be better. I work with them from 5 year old to 33 year olds I got right now. And
Wow.
for the athlete, we focus on more. I try to build them leg strength. Like so, we do a lot of single leg bounds. We do a lot of uphill runs, a lot of running up steps. You know, building their quads and their hamstrings. So that way, when they do get out there running and trying to go as hard as they can, we ain't worried about pulling no muscles or nothing because we train for that. And that's my
Now,
thing.
did
I
you
want
run
to be. I'll
across?
talk to
Go
you.
ahead,
I'm
Derek.
sorry. Go ahead.
I said, and that's my thing. I want to build your legs up more than I want to build your upper body up because that's we using our legs more than we use anything.
Yeah.
That's true.
Did you run across any injuries in your career?
I actually had tore my MCL and PCL my third year when I went to the Texans. That's
Okay.
how I ended up getting out the league. I signed the injury settlement when I was there.
Yeah, I seen
Uh,
that. I was curious. I was gonna ask you about that. I seen that. Man, I looked up everything, bro. I trust me. I looked up everything.
yeah,
We
man. I
real
had
journalists, man. We real
I
journalists,
want
man.
to know what
So,
that like when you get waived or when you get traded. Like, I want to know your personal thoughts on on that experience because then you can hear from different players, NBA, baseball, NFL, hockey, whatever sport it is, they give a different idea. But having you here personally kind of helps me understand something, and I want to know. What's that feeling like? What's that like to getting called into the office? Hey man, we're gonna go ahead and let you go. We're gonna have, like, what's that like, man? Like, how do you process that?
man. The crazy thing about it, like every day you wake up, you gotta prepare for that because you never know. And my thing with me, that's how I went about it every day. Like any day, you never know. No matter how good you doing, you got to stay locked in, man. And you could be doing good, and that could be a good thing, and you get traded to go somewhere else to play.
yeah.
You feel me? Or hey, your time just up there.
Are
But
there
it's
anybody? Are there anybody in the league you still talk to all the time, things like that that you
oh
like,
yeah,
build that relationship with?
oh yeah, Jamal Adams. That's probably one of my closest friends. Like that's my dog. Like, we talk almost every week. And I got a lot of Marcus May. I talk to him a lot. Brian Poole. Poole not in the league anymore, but he played defensive back for the Falcons and the Jets. Uh,
Yeah.
a lot of my teammates usually I usually try to hit them up every now and then. They usually be pretty good about responding. I ain't really had too many Hollywood teammates. They usually down to earth, man. I
Hollywood.
played with some cool cats. I ain't gonna lie.
Good,
Man,
that's nice.
that's the beautiful thing about football. So I was a little jealous. I wanted the opportunity for my kids to play football, but it wasn't in the cards. But one of the things I love about football is the camaraderie, man. And it's interesting because, like Ant was alluding to a bit ago, it's at that level we're talking about business. And you kind of got to, like you said, always operate in business in that standpoint. But it's still a locker room, and every locker room is a brotherhood. And with every brotherhood, you're gonna have your fights, you're gonna have your good days, your bad days. There gonna be people to pick you up. There's gonna be veterans that can guide you, lead you with wisdom. There's young folks that you got to teach. But like, man, that's the beauty of football. It's the ultimate team game. And one of the
Yes,
things I love
sir.
the most about it is that if look, you can be the best corner in the league. You 6'3", long arms, you can run with anybody. But that don't mean nothing if I, as a defensive tackle, don't do my job, not even to press the pocket, but to make
Right.
sure that gaps are filled. Like, what I mean? Like, that's the beauty that I love that about football. Nobody's more important than the team. And so for me, like, that's such a dope concept. And if nothing else, if you ain't big enough to play, fast enough, strong enough, that's fine. I like everybody to get a little bit of football just so you can understand that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how life is. I learned so many life lessons in the game of football, man. Talk a little bit in that range. Talk a little bit about some of the lessons you learned, either on or off the field. Life lessons that you learned from the game of football.
Man, the game of football, it teaches you everything from about life, like especially as a man coming up as a man.
Yeah,
Discipline.
Yep.
Yeah, like to run a family, you got to be disciplined, bro.
Absolutely.
But attitude, effort, all that as a man, that's just part of you going about your daily life as a man. That's how you want to carry yourself, just as a man in general. This has nothing to do with sports.
Right.
This just coming from sports.
Yeah.
And work ethic, like that's the main thing right there. Work ethic. Like that's what I took the
Work
most
ethic.
about. Like, bro, if you take that same work ethic that you use when you in practice and when you working out and you come out here into the real world and and you get your CDLs and you get in the picture with that same work ethic,
Yep.
you gonna be all right in the world, man.
Man,
That's what I try to tell all my guys. Like, bro, even if this don't work, like take something from it with you that God take you through life. And that's what I took from work ethic. Like no matter what I do, like I'm gonna maximize it because I'm gonna put the work in to make it get there. Even if it's not there right now, we gonna keep working until we get there.
that's right.
So
That's right,
that's it,
man.
that's the main thing for me.
So rest in peace to my dog Ryan Mallett, man. He used to say this to me all the time, bro. No matter what, he say, hard work beat talent, and talent don't work hard. So for me, that mean that like, it's just like, man, look, you can have all the talent in the world. All the talent in the world don't mean nothing if you ain't gonna put no work behind it. If you ain't gonna put, like, man, shout out to my church minister, man. Faith without works is dead. So you can believe in yourself, you can have talent, you got the talent, you believe in that talent. Don't none of that mean nothing, man. The man work hard, the man low man win. And to get that low, you got to work hard. That's the way I always saw it, man. Like, and so it's a lot of life lessons that I learned from that, man. But
You know,
it's a blessing to win to
uh,
learn those lessons for sure.
no, Blocker. The one thing I can definitely I understand where both of y'all coming from. So I didn't play. I played Pop Warner. My mom got me out of Pop Warner when she seen a kid get hit. So she was like, "No, you're gonna go play basketball.
Mhm.
That's what you're gonna go do. You go play basketball and baseball. Football, I'm not watching." She was like, "I'm not watching my baby get hurt." So just imagine how that was. Like, you growing up, you like the game, and I love the game. I love the ins and outs of it. But your team in 2017 went 5-11. All right, your coach was Todd Bowles.
Mhm.
All right, I gotta ask you. Talk about what that emotion was like what y'all went through in that locker room. Talk about how that was like, you know what I mean? Because you got some people who made, they that it's a mental thing too. Like, a lot of people don't
Mhm.
realize, like, that's a lot of stress. You're dealing with a lot of mental depression, and that's why it's so important for me about mental awareness and things like that. What was your locker room like, and what was Todd Bowles like?
Ty Bowles, he was a laid back guy. Like you never really see him get too high, too low ever. Like he gonna be smooth sailing. He gonna be the same all the way through. But in the locker room, I feel like that's what me and Jamal kind of connected it because we coming from the SEC, we coming from winning programs. We not used to losing, bro. So we trying to do anything we can to help change it and change the culture of the building. So when we come in for us, it was like we got to be the energy, we got to be the juice because before we got here, like they just coming through working out. You might get a little vibe, you might not. They getting a good sweat, but it ain't really nobody who in here bringing his juice like how we was in
Yeah,
college. Man, we brought that, bro. I swear it wasn't 3 months, bro. We had Demario Davis in there dancing. Now he waving the towel in the air. We got Steve McClendon. We got guys. We got bigs. We got guys 8 9 years in here. Now they chart like they 21 again. And like, but you saw the
Yeah.
difference. We saw that difference when we got there and we started bringing it and they started bringing feeding off their energy. Man, our defense, bro. We didn't win too many games, bro. But our defense, we had a pretty good defense, bro.
I was just about to say that's you talk about Demar Davis and Prince Adams and yourself and McClinton. Them some playmakers.
Man,
Them some
we had
playmakers
we
right
also
there,
had
man. Yeah.
Tremaine. We had Tremaine Johnson at corner. Another he was six
Yeah.
four, 6'4", 230.
Woo. You ain't throwing
yeah,
nothing over
nah.
the top.
Y'all actually had
Nothing going
y'all had talent. I just What do you think went wrong? I have to ask. What do you? Because y'all are that team is the sidekicks of the Giants. I'm just gonna let you know that, and I'm a Washington fan, so just let you know this. So, and I
Side.
also skipped class to sign a petition so that the Jets couldn't get their own stadium on the West Side.
That's bad crazy, bro.
I told you, I'm the wholesome one, D.
Yeah, man.
so,
I good
so
thing I
look,
don't think
bro.
the Giants ever beat me though.
Yeah, ooh.
I don't think so. I
The
don't think I
commanders
lost to
probably
them.
never beat you either. So look, bro. All right. So last man, and I'm gonna let you rock, bro. But did do you have a favorite interception? Don't matter, high school, college, pros, anything.
It has
Do
to
you
be the
have a
one.
favorite
I have to
interception?
think it's got to be the one you ran back. Your first interception.
My
For Ole
senior, my
Miss.
first one, my senior year against Georgia.
Yep.
That's my favorite one in
Ooh.
college for sure. My
Yo, he
favorite
took
one,
off.
That
He took
my favorite one
yo
in
Flacco. When I
NFL would
say
be
I
against
watched
the
this
Eagles.
man's highlights, yo,
against the
this
Eagles.
man took off.
Hmm.
There was no catching
What?
him. That's why I had to think that had to been one of
Who
your
was
highlights, man.
who was the
For sure.
quarterback against the Eagles? Who was the quarterback for the Eagles that you picked off?
He actually Folk, what's his name? Was it Folk or something like that? You had
Nick
Oh
Foles.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nick Foles. Nick
Nick Foles.
Foles. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was it was
Good keep
it
on
was
Nick Foles.
actually
That's
it was in
impressive.
our one of our last. I think it was the third preseason game, and that kind
Okay.
of sealed the deal for me to know like, okay, I'm on the 53 now. We good. Like,
You fit in here. Yeah, I love that.
yeah, like
Look,
yeah, we
do
solid now. We touched that ball. We good.
So
do
I
you have a
got
favorite coverage? Do
Say
you
that
have a
again.
favorite coverage?
Oh, man to man.
Favorite
For
coverage?
sure. Man to man. Press man. Put me in press man. I don't
Press.
press.
You versus me, me versus you. Okay.
Beat you gotta beat me right now.
Go ahead, Ant.
no. I was just thinking, man. Like it's so dope, man. You play professionally and things like that, man. Like, and you play you did the arena football and you're still playing to this day. You what are you 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Young.
I wanted to ask you, man. What's an everyday like for the difference between college, which you have classes and all of that, but what's the everyday life of an NFL player?
Sweet, really. Like we wake up like through the
Sweet. I
season.
love that.
Okay, this would be a regular day. You go, you probably have special team meeting 7 o'clock. Come out of there 8 o'clock. Position me 8 to 8:30, 8:45. Be on the field at 9. We off the field 11:15.
Okay.
We off.
2 hours.
We off the field 11:15. We go shower, come back, watch the practice. We done 12:30. 12:30. We headed home every
Oh,
day.
okay. All right.
That's like, bro, that's sweet. For me, like we
Yeah.
doing this every day. Like
Eh,
every day, like noon, 12 noon, you got your whole day. Unless you until the game day. Then it's a little different on game though because you might play at noon. But
Okay.
So
man,
what's
any
your
So,
other
all
day
favorite
right.
for
So,
that.
stadium? What's your favorite stadium you've ever played in? Besides Ole Miss.
But I'm gonna give you my second favorite college stadium is Texas A&M besides ours.
okay.
And my
Okay. Let's
favorite
make.
my favorite NFL stadium probably would be I'll probably have to say New Orleans.
The city.
New Orleans. New Orleans,
Yeah.
bro. They go hard. New
Yeah.
Orleans go hard.
Yeah.
They go hard. I like New
So,
Orleans.
well, look, bro, man, time's been well spent, man. And again, I can't say thank you enough for reminiscing with us and chatting with us, man. It's definitely a blessing. Look forward to having you back on soon, man.
Man,
But tell us a little bit about one more time about legendary training for everybody in the state of Mississippi. Y'all, look, this is the guy to go see.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I do with personal training or athletic training. So it don't matter if you're not an athlete, man. You still come see me. We can get it in. I also do the workout with you. So if you don't feel like you got to come work out by yourself, because I'm gonna be doing it with you. And like I said, I focus. I try to focus on more like building your legs up. But if you want to lose weight, we also can do that. I can get you on some fat burners. Take you to GNC, tell you exactly what to get and walk with you, do the miles with you, man. I'm do the whole process with you. And like I said, I'm just more like a hands-on person. I ain't just gonna stand there and just tell you the drills to do. We gonna go through it with you. We gonna sweat together.
We sweating together. I like that. I like that.
That's
But
right.
listen, man. Again, can't say thank you enough for your time, bro. We're looking forward to, of course, wishing you well for everything going forward. And as I tell everybody that comes on, man, if it's anything I can do, and I'm just like I said, I'm over in BR, so I'm not too far from you. So if it's anything I can do, man, don't hesitate to give me a shout. Otherwise, man, we look forward to you real soon. I know you got a lot on the horizon. Apparently, you got another ring to put in
Yeah,
put in
man. I'm gonna definitely send you a picture of that ring when I get it in December.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
let us
definitely
know. We're gonna
yeah.
post that,
That'd be
man.
dope.
I
We're gonna
got you.
post
I'll
that.
definitely get it over to y'all, man.
Will you be playing again next season?
Ah, it depends. It
Oh,
depends. It depends on if how this coaching thing go. If I get into it right now,
okay.
I'll probably go out as a champion, man. But if not,
It's,
I probably give it another run. We'll just see. It's up in
if
the
you
air right now.
if you do look, Ant, we on a road trip, baby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
we coming to
Oh
a
yeah.
game for sure, man. Well, look,
Oh yeah,
Ant,
you
that's
know
all.
I definitely got y'all if y'all come see me, man.
We on the way for sure,
Hey,
man.
always remember, it's hogs or nothing.
Hey, hotty toddy, my guy.
Yeah. Hey man, hey look, as I always say, man, tough times don't last. Tough people do, man. Thank y'all
Come
for
on
watching
now.
the Fanatics Sports Pod.